My name is Arielle and welcome back to my channel. My husband, Sam, and Tabor, she's back there. I don't know if you can see her, maybe just her butt. But anyways, we are loaded up in the van and we are finally hitting the road. It's been one of those like weeks where we just can't seem to get our stuff together. And then even today, everything just kind of took a little longer than expected. And there were quite a few roadblocks. We made it like 30 minutes down the road and then realized we forgot something and then came back and then realized it wasn't in our mailbox after all. And so basically we drove, that like it'll end up being an extra hour for no reason. But either way, we're still excited. We're heading up to Wyoming and we don't have any like campsites or anything like that booked. A lot of times in the van, we just kind of roll with it. And so the nice thing about that is there's nowhere we have to be. So we're stoked. It's going to be such a fun adventure. We're going to do a little bit of climbing, a little bit of mountain biking, hopefully, and a little bit of hiking. So with that, I think we should finally get on the road. So we are about 2 hours from Tent Sleep, which is where we're headed to do a little climbing. First, it's the first thing on our list. We were kind of hoping to get a little further last night and honestly to get there a little earlier this morning, but you know, things just happen and it takes as long as it takes. And we were starting to get really hungry and we came up on this really beautiful reservoir and we thought, like, why not stop and have a beautiful breakfast and just enjoy ourselves? So we've been here for a little while, but I think we're finally motivated to get going. It's definitely colder here than in Colorado. We're bundled up. So we're gonna head to Tent Sleep. There's this like camping area called the Rock Ranch, which we're gonna check in at by the guidebook. And yeah, hopefully get a couple climbs in this afternoon, and then we'll really climb like tomorrow and the next day. We'll do a couple full days of climbing and then we'll continue on our adventure. So for now, we're back on the road, 2 more hours. Yeah, it is actually the next morning. I know I left you guys and it was like late afternoon, early evening. We were doing a little climbing upon arrival, but we got back to camp and our friends were here and we just like made dinner and hung out around the campfire, and it was really, really, really nice. So today we're climbing again. We're climbing all weekend. And yeah, I think we're gonna wait a little bit though, because it's quite chilly this morning, which works out well because I definitely have some like internet computer work to do. So I'm gonna get that done, make a nice breakfast, and then we'll climb like all afternoon. And yeah, it looks like it's gonna be another beautiful day. I'm so excited to be here. But yeah, let me show you our camping zone. I'm really stoked on it. All right, so if you look up that way, this valley continues back and that's where all the climbing is. So we're like basically right where all the climbing is, which is super awesome. It's like such a quick drive. And then we got a campsite right next to this really awesome like river creek. So like last night, that's all we heard. It's the first time in a while in the van I haven't had to sleep with earplugs in. But yeah, literally right here, just this super nice creek that runs through the property. And our friends are actually camped right over here, so right next to them. And you probably can't tell, but that's like a pear tree and an apple tree. And there's literally just like fruit all over the ground here. It's pretty awesome.
That's so good.
another super fun day of climbing. It has been so fun here in Ten Sleep. Like, yeah, we were only gonna climb 3 days, but I think we may climb tomorrow morning because we're just having so much fun. It's a little bit earlier this evening since we got out there a little earlier this morning, but I'm just back at the van making a little bit of dinner. We tend to, you know, we have a really small fridge in the van, so we can totally have some like cold goods and things like that, but we tend to try to eat all of those quickly so that they're first, you know, since they even in the fridge will go bad fast, and then we kind of move towards our dry food. So right now I'm kind of in that in-between phase with our food where it's like I'm using the last little bit of our fresh ingredients, but also kind of starting to use some of the dry ingredients. So we're having like a pesto pasta. I'm gluten-free, so I have like gluten-free noodles, and then to the like fresh ingredients that I have left over is a little bit of chicken, so I'm gonna add that in, and then like the last little bit of our baby spinach. And what's great about this is it makes enough for 4 servings. So then I also have these little stasher bag things, which are so great. They're made out of silicone and they're reusable, and that way I can have the 2 meals for dinner, and then we can have 2 meals for lunches because we've also finished all of our sandwich bread. So yeah, I'm just gonna get back to cooking, and we're just gonna enjoy this really, really beautiful evening here. I'm not sure if you can really tell on the camera. It's just, yeah, just really beautiful, soft evening light, and it's quite warm, and it's finally not windy. I don't know if you can tell, my face is a little bit windburned from today, but yeah, it's really, really nice right now. So we're gonna enjoy the evening.